But this is Crystal Master 4 here, and welcome back to Let's Play DanganRonpa. In the last episode, we got pumped and psyched to go to different areas because now everywhere in the school is opened up for us. And we're going to start investigating the areas that we couldn't check before, getting some more information, and hopefully finally escaping this rancid location.
And now we're on our way. That was a pretty epic, so I guess the first place to go was up here since we couldn't go there before. But I'm gonna save that for last, actually. What we're gonna do first is I'm gonna fast travel to, the places up in the 5th floor that we couldn't go, well, I guess the 4th floor that we couldn't go to. Go in consequential order. So, Hina's over at the data center right now, which is cool. That's the first place I would check, in Monokuma's area. I was hoping we'd use the key, but I guess it's all open now.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, are you here to look around too?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one of them should be open too, right?
But...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
Because
it might explode, right? And it'd really suck, so you open it!
I'm sure she didn't mean it, but makes sense. Yeah, she made it sound like she was okay with you getting blown up. So let's blow ourselves up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Also, I didn't go for the obvious blowjob joke there, so points for me.
Wow, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much less easier than expected. What? There was no... This looks like the ship to a Star Fox ship. A ship. The pilot seat to a Star Fox ship. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi!
You know, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Yeah.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but...
Just a second.
This place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy.
A little bit. But we can explore everywhere. Let's explore the dash first. Here's this device. Looks like some kind of control panel. It really is over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Fumi'd probably freak if he saw it.
Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. That could mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking around in it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons.
Hold on, you can't just push... You can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
What?
Did you hear that?
That was a Monokuma noise. I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push?
I'm not totally sure, but... I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center.
Oh, so it pops up Monokumas in the area. I saw a bunch of buttons each with the room next to it. Just like Hina said, there's one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center is right next door. We were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. It sounded like a Monokuma noise.
Yes, please! I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here.
Thanks, Hina. I appreciate it. I'll check out the rest of the room later, but I swear to God, there's Monokumas here. I really just think... Yep! Is that Monokuma? It is. We could just talk to him. Hey! Grawr! Give me your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know where you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess what I found, a self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Oh man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. Room with the Monokuma drawing on it controls Monokuma. So I'm gonna go back in there and continue investigating. It controls wherever Monokumas show up.
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
What? For real?
Yeah, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. So you can't see in here.
Hey.
Yep. Kyoko Sayuri was right.
But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've already been inside the school this whole time, right?
I guess that would have to be true. If it is true, then his hints. This hint then. Yeah. So someone was in the school the whole time then. The only people to enter the only people to enter into the killing game were 16 students. But someone must have been in here the whole time. Must have. Then is Mukuro still alive then? Alright, then the Mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? It can't be. There's no way, right? Well, we know this now.
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making.
Oh, it's nothing.
Okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something?
Can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true.
So, like... You wanna leave soon? There's still tons of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing here. Okay, you wanna get going?
Yeah.
But first things first, I want to check everything else out. Like that. I would have missed that.
What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Really? I can't check it? Fine. Thanks, game. I guess that's all we need to know. Oh. What was that? It locked on its own. What? My hand shot up to grab the doorknob. Yep, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is not restricted!
But Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit! Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around! Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed it, that's where my controls are.
Um,
So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
you're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense! We were just in there and we didn't see anyone!
Probably because of the trap door that's... I think it's a trap door.
Oh, you didn't you? And are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been?
We couldn't be any more thorough because, you know, you kicked us out, game.
Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
I tried to, but he wouldn't let me. No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there?
In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave...
Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
We don't have to let it get to us. We still have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left.
You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone that we found here.
That's the spirit.
Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later.
Took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. It's the only way to move forward. Speaking of forward, there's a place here that we still have yet to check. Not there, it's this direction. Because I can color. The headmaster's room, which is probably where Kyoko is. I would assume anyway. No, Byakuya isn't here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Yeah, let's talk to you, buddy. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. Get a load of this! It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 Student Registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait. So are they the 78th round of people? What? When we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I
Yeah.
see.
Class 78 registry. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed here along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Did she not look on the other side? Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was actually more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information, man? This is news to me. This is news to me. As everything moves everywhere. Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? No, I'm sorry, I couldn't read at the age of 10. It seems to be some sort of detailed report, but put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us in such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Oh, that's a nice picture. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Just like Sombra's hacking skills. Is the mouse... Okay, I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle scars or wounds. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I wanted to believe in her. She's one of my many students after all. Wait a second! That's not Mukuro who's dead then! If she came into the school with no scars on her whatsoever, and this isn't the registry, then who did get killed? Who was the person that got killed? But if decided she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean that Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take their company. Well, I was surprised to kill her like that. But maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should note. The fact that there was no battle scars on her when she entered the school? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? I noticed. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 92 pounds, it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. So she's a... Cool, she's a flat girl. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, what could that mean? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's what I'm trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy, not Gyakuya. That's a person that doesn't exist. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. What's the advice for me, bruh? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Alright. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. This is true. Hey! There's that sword again. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Nothing else, really? Fine, I guess I'll go look on the registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Part of the ultimate despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then why would the Mastermind kill her? Are they friends? Nothing else? The bookshelf itself seems really well made. And it's filled with books and thick books. Files and thick books. Not books and thick books. Jesus Christ, Chris. The bookshelf, yeah, I got the bookshelf. Nothing else, really? Fine, I guess I'm going. Bye-bye. No. Maybe
I
I'll
don't have time to play with you.
Okay, fine, bye. On to the 5th floor? Because we're gonna go to the bio lab pretty soon, right? I'm gonna go to the garden and then back down, but first thing is first. Biolab. Gonna check out that old shit. If I were to guess, either Kyoko or Toko would be in the biolab. Or nobody. Seems very cold though. Well, here I am in the biolab. Yeah, it seems very cold. Like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Probably to preserve whatever's in here. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. The ACs that are probably on or whatever. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. And on the other side there's some kind of weird machine. I've seen something like this before. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? Probably take a closer look around. Yeah. Stack of tarps here. Been seeing a lot of those lately. So one of those tarps is definitely the one that's in the room. Only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Yes. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germical lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that an automated system has been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. Some kind of makeshift morgue. That's why it was locked. By the lights. That's the amount of people that were killed. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, a blue light comes on. Which means inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is in there. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. I can do that. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. So, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And 9 bodies are here for some reason. If there were 6 people left. Wait a second. We have Kyoko, Makoto, Hina, Toko, Byakuya, and Hiro. So, Mukuro's not dead. Mukuro's definitely not the one who's dead, because that light would have been on if she was dead. She's still alive. So, what else can we check? Well, I'm gonna go to the garden right now, because I can. Either Toko or Hiro is probably in here. I'm gonna say Hiro is. Nope, no. The body's gone too. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body? It's not here? Yeah. Shed? Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. Better check this to be sure. I didn't find anything close to a dead body. But if it's not in here, then it must be in the biolab? The cartridges aren't the only thing I need to check in there. There's one other thing. But that tarp. Yeah. I mean, I noticed that too once I saw all the other tarps in the biolab. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers in the body from getting wet. Which means the killer might have left some kind of clue behind. Huh? Yeah, it's from the biolab. It says biolab. And this originally came from the biolab. Yeah. Now the tarp has been... Okay. So we're gonna have to go back to the biolab. Sweet. Just what I wanted to do. Yeah. I had a feeling that's all I needed to check here. But wait, don't I still have the key to the data center? Do I? I just thought of that. It's like, if the room is locked, I still have the key to the data center, so there's no possible way. Hello, Togo. So this is where you are.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? You seem to be proud of the fact that you're disgusting, though. You seem to be on... It's like you're bipolar without the split personality. Like, even within your one of two personalities, one of them is still bipolar for some reason. Oh, well, but apparently it's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something to do, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toga. You're looking like you're straight out of some kind of drama anime.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm doing through right now? We're going through? When everyone else finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. I was gonna say that to your face anyway. Master Will! Because of course, that's Byakuya. He always does that. You love that, though. I'm sick of always being looked down upon. Why won't anyone accept me? Because you're a rude bitch. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so I'm gonna get Or maybe Genocide Jill can tell us some information that could be useful. But I guess we're not getting that anytime soon. Neat. Biolab. Yeah, no, I feel like we should be able to talk to Jill at some point, right? Because she saw the body, so she was the first person to see it in its natural state before it was killed. Alright, this is one of those fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff, so is everyone who died. Does that mean, since Mukura's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this. E. No, what? No. What about this? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Yeah, we know this. Can't we use the instruction manual on the fridge? I mean... Alright, fine, we'll look at the tarp. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those lately. Really, that's it? Anything else? Nothing out of the ordinary? I guess I gotta go to the second floor. I'm surprised there's a vantage camera from working on how cold it is. And then there's the monitor. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. And you can't check any of the medicine that's in there, or any of the creatures that could possibly be in there. No, it's unviewable. Which is odd. Wait, just a second. Oh yeah, the pool. Let's go! Can't press that. Let's go upstairs. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Oh my god. This is the second floor of the dorms? There's some ancient ruins. Or not. It looks more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here. Okay. But it leads into dark blood. There's only one working room. It looks like anyway. Yeah, everything else is tattered and shattered and destroyed. Yeah, that's the room I can go in, but this one is... I can't go in this room even though it's wide open. Because that makes sense. But the bathrooms I can also go to be fair. Oh. What? Is that a... Why is there a giraffe there? Oh, these are the locker rooms? This room's filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. They're all rattered and tattered and weird. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. But at least I got money! That's all that matters. Oh, I gotta check all of these too. You know I'm gonna have to check all of them. I can't even imagine there's any way to get this locker open and I'm not gonna bother trying. But what about this one? I wonder if I can open this one. I guess they rattle like doors and not like lockers. There's a card reader installed in the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook. Use it! I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... it rejected it, yeah.
Okay. What about this? What if I can open this locker? Nope, locked. Nope. But I have to check all of them. Nope. What about this? There's no point in the locker. There's no way to get it open. Oh, what about this one? Nope. What about this one? Are they all gonna really do the same thing? I swear one of them's different. It should be different anyway. Did not want to press on that a second time because I already know the outcome is fruitless. Alright. I told you I'm gonna have to check all of these to make sure. I don't think this locker's gonna open. But hey, at least I got a coin for it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, still nothing. There's a metal plate mounted on the locker. Okay. There's gotta be something. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not gonna bother trying. Wow, you fail, man. You fail at trying.
Alright. There's blood everywhere. Why is it leading to darkness, though? Like... what? Why is that there? And then this... will be one of the other rooms. I want to check that room last. Oh, this seems like an office space. It seems relatively, like, open. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more dull atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Oh, hi, Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Regret? Well, first let me examine the room myself. Like this computer. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
whoever used this last looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. This PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
there's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They are the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however...
That's all there is. Nothing much to it, is there? But I guess it's the best we could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But is any information about that... any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Dang. 5 people? Before I talk to Kyoko, what else is there? Oh, okay. So there's something different with this. The disk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Really? This seems to be a chair. It belongs to the headmaster. Ding! A leather chair. Can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster. Yeah, see? There's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Seems like a secret door to me. There's a gap in here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program that PC, I think, controls it. You enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know, it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, it's not really enough to go on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but learned nothing of that might be a password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her it's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure out, no way do I stand a chance. Or maybe there might be. Wait. What about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, just trying to think of what the password might be. Did you not try her name? After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name is something. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Let's enter in Kyoko Kirigiri. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself and turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't name your password someone else's full name. That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Huh. Maybe because he still cares about you, like fathers do? Well, looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. A present? Oh my god, the background! I want to see that picture! Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have been in the room. Her gaze is fixed on only one thing. The present. Wrapped and covered in such joy. That's what made it so unusual. What's the picture? I want to see that picture. The picture! Aw, fine. There's a brightly colored box here, and it seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe at it. But I mean, you can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in here?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Okay then. I'm just gonna open it. And what we saw inside the box was... Still a hesitant glance inside, Anne. You lied. Ah! What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Can I look at the photo? Ah. Oh, I have to talk to her though, shouldn't I? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Like humans do. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. Just, I had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? Is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. Yep. Man in his late 30s. He was the only person who was still in the school. Also, you could say the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't really take much to assume.
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. Makes sense. She's completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked at the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she cut off all ties. But what was all there? Was that all there was to it? But now, you can't really tell him that because he's dead. Would she really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. Now can I look at... Thank you! This picture. Aww. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Yeah. Hey, Kyoko. Oh, God.
Why would you...
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little bab. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again? This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Well, it has to play into it somehow. What's the desk? The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check this out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Alright, if you don't mind then. Just fondle the desk as her heart's content. I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... that must be the emergency, handbook that opens everything? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it. It says, in case of an emergency. It's probably a handbook for everything, yeah.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. And I guess I'll take it. You sure it's really okay? I have a feeling you just don't want to really pry into it. Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. See, if that was the case, then why would you need to get your emotions in check? You obviously still care about him. There's no possible way that you couldn't be and not be torn up about it. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A live theory. Thanks for watching. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. Right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Bye, Kyoko. You take care of your daddy issues, literally. She okay? She must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. So yeah, seeing a dead body inside of a box. Yeah, that's Monokuma's present to you. Headmaster's dead. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. She was right about that. It's one of the students. 15 of us met in the mall hall. Add Mukuro makes you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are left still alive. Everyone else is dead. We're going to go over all the deaths for you guys, just in case you didn't see it happen already. In order, too. Even Mukuro. She's undeniably dead. I don't think she was. I legitimately think... Now, this might be crazy. But hey, since we still have information on the bodies, I legitimately think someone's body was taken out and replaced with a mask and then blown up after the fact. Because legitimately that body reminded me of Junko. With the fake nails. It reminded me heavily of Junko, and I highly doubt. I really highly doubt. Me. What? I wasn't paying attention to the story. So I think that she, her body must have played into this case very well, but I didn't know how. But that the bio lab really made me think about that more. Oh, it's talking about the people who are still alive. Me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. That can't be. I refuse to believe it. There's some other way. There just has to be. We gotta leave, man. let Kyoko deal with her literal daddy issues like I had said prior. And let's go into this room. Before I go check out the lockers anyway. Oh god. I opened the door just a crack and glanced inside it, immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just one big pile of rubble. Didn't want to check that again. There's blood on the bed. And there's also a piece of paper underneath it. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Okay. So I can't really look at anything in this room. Cool. So I guess it just exists. Alright, that was pointless then. I was saving it for like later, thinking it was important, but nope. Alright. Well, since we checked out this room in its entirety. Wait, we didn't check the bathrooms though. And he said every door's unlocked, so can we go into the girls' bathroom? Nope. Okay. Well, I'll check the bathroom then. The bathroom seems pretty normal, honestly. And there's nothing to check. There's literally nothing to check in the bathroom. Well, I guess we are done looking at this place then. Well then, if that's the case, then the only other place to go look... What? Yeah, right, the locker room. Oh wait, there's stuff in the headmaster's private room I haven't checked yet? Alright, before the end of the episode then... Alright. Stop! Okay. Right, shift. There's still stuff in the headmaster's private room I haven't checked. Right, because I was supposed to use the key card. I was going to go to the lockers, but apparently there's something in here to check. What's to check? This? The computer must belong to the headmaster. This computer must have belonged to the headmaster. Really? There's something to do in here? But what? Because Kyoko told me not to... Yeah. Yeah, what's to do in here? I think the game is... I think that was the game. The game just telling me there was things to do there that you needed to check. So now to check the lockers, and then I'll end the video after we find some significant information. Because I think that'll definitely help. Let's check one of these lockers anyway. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope. Yep, there's a card reader. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers from the blah blah blah. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So that means... Maybe it's only the locker. Yeah! Why do you have to go through all that dialogue? What about the emergency handbook? Okay, let's give it one more try. So I had to talk to it. Took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Beep. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Now here's where we go check every locker. At least the ones that we can actually check. Alright. Now let's see what we got. Ooh! This locker looks totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has an organization problem with every part of the... Hero? This looks like the crystal ball. This is a crystal ball. Crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Wait a second. Didn't Hero say that he was left back a couple of years? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. Dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuffed this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of uneasiness I had may evaporated. What? Yep, Yasuhiro Hagakure. There's no denying what I saw. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which could mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. That means he must have survived. That's the only way. Because he said it was held back, right? Maybe he was here already, but he had to do the killing game as well, and he survived the school. I mean, Hero came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. He never had a chance to take any classes. So what's this notebook? It's obviously connected to him, and the fact that he's a clairvoyant, because it has all this spirit shit. There's also something else, apparently. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? Yeah, it's just a coincidence, right? Is there anything else to check? It's a crystal ball, but that can't be. What else can I check? There's no denying someone wrote the name Yasuhiro Hagakure in the notebook. Can I? Oh, I could. Whoops! I still can't leave though, so I have to check all the other lockers. What if they have someone else's? Oh god. Hang on. What? It's practically empty. It's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote these must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written in there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to one of them who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and Kyoko? He was willing to give me some more details regarding his plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students' prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. That's why Makoto said that he had to stay. This is the only hope we have. I hope you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. And as usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But this belonged to Kyoko. What is it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said that she hasn't seen her dad since she left when she was little. I decided to talk to him. Yeah. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would have proved me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair What is this? What does this mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Okay. But there's, the more I see, the more sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. So, nothing else has anything interesting? Alright. It doesn't look like it, but, you know, I gotta check. Well, I checked and nothing. Wow, that's some... Are we going right to trial? I was about to end the episode.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What, now he wants to give us a hint, even though he already gave you a hint? Suspicious, no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Well, I don't want to deal with this right now. So, here, we're going to talk to you next time. And deal with all that later. So, see you guys next time.